It is week 7 in the NFL. The Jets travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. I got my 5 bold predictions for the game. Let's break them all down. Well, welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I am Watsu-K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. If you enjoyed what you're watching, a thumbs up is a great way to show your support. I really do appreciate everybody who takes the time to watch. So, let's talk about bold predictions. Now, we're going to do a quick recap on last week with Jets-Packers. You know what I've noticed? I tend to get my predictions right just 1 week too early. Whether it was LaMarcus Joyner's interception, I predicted that a week too soon. The Jets running for 100 yards as a team for the first time, I picked that a week too soon. It's about the third time that's happened. But let's recap these predictions I made. So I predicted the Packers would have more running plays than passing plays. I got that hopelessly wrong. I actually thought that the Packers would come to their senses and try to actually run the ball. Did not happen. I predicted the biggest problem the Jets would face on offense would be Quay Walker, the linebacker. Well, he had 7 tackles, but I would say Jair Alexander, the cornerback, was definitely the biggest problem. He blanketed Garrett Wilson, whoever he was covering, quite effectively. I predicted Zach Wilson would get sacked 3 times. He got sacked twice. I predicted the Jets would have a touchdown of at least 30 yards. I got that one right. They had a 34-yard touchdown. And I said if the Jets were tied or leading at the end of the first quarter, they would win the game, and they did. All right, not too bad. So it's basically 2 out of 5. All right, let's talk Jets-Broncos. I got 5 predictions for the game. So my first prediction, there will be not less than, 34 points or less will be scored in this game. These two teams have very good defenses, and I just don't know if I see these quarterbacks doing enough to really get in the end zone a whole lot. I'm going to say 34 points or less. I will predict combined 5 field goals or more. That's prediction number 2, 5 field goals combined. I think that thin, mile-high city air, it's very well suited for Greg the Leg. I think the Jets can move the ball a little bit on the Denver defense. It's a good defense, don't get me wrong. I don't know if they're going to be able to sustain drives. I think you might see a couple of big plays here and there, but I'm going to say it's going to be at least 5 field goals combined in this game. I will say the Jets defense forces 3 turnovers. Now, the Broncos have announced their starting running back is Melvin Gordon. And I like Melvin Gordon. I actually got to watch him play live a couple of times when he was in college in Wisconsin. But what can I say? He's had a lot of fumbling issues, 3 fumbles already. I'm actually quite surprised that Latavius Murray has not been named the starter for this game. He got the majority of carries last week. But it's going to be Melvin Gordon, and you know what? No matter who's quarterback, whether it's Russell Wilson or whether it's Brett Rippon, this Denver offensive line stinks. They do not protect their quarterback well. They're starting 2 new tackles. They're rearranging positions. It is just so well suited for the Jets pass rush to just eat these quarterbacks alive. I could see 1 strip sack for a fumble happening very easily. My 4th prediction, okay, I'm going to say breecehall is the team's leading receiver in terms of receptions. More than any receiver, more than any tight end, breecehall will have the most receptions. You got to be careful about challenging this Denver secondary, particularly Pat Surtain. He's a fantastic cornerback. I think whoever he plays against will struggle to get open. And Justin Simmons, very, very good safety as well. So I'd like to see maybe a few dump-offs, a few swing passes, screen passes, and let's get the ball in these playmakers' hands and let them just scamper down the field. My 5th prediction, okay, this is about special teams. Now, the Broncos have the 6th worst kickoff coverage statistically in the game this year. I'm going to say Braxton Berrios returns at least 1 kick past midfield. I think Berrios is going to have a pretty darn good game. I know he's had some back issues, but from what I hear, he's been practicing lately, and I think Berrios has a big game for the Jets. As far as a final score, You know what? I am picking the Jets in this game. I'm going to say the final score will be Jets 17, Broncos 13. It's going to come down to the last minute. The Jets might have to make a really big stop to win the game, but I believe that they will. I believe in this team's pass rush, and we'll have an unbelievable next Sunday against New England, and you'll hear Jet Life Stadium maybe louder than it has ever been before. All right, those are my 5 predictions. Tell me what you think of them. Do you have any bold predictions from Jets Broncos? I want to know what you're thinking. Again, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you back here with more content from you know where. The Wicker Chair.